Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited to do a full face of LA Girl cosmetics. I have a couple of things in my stash that some are staples, some I have mixed feelings about, but I realized that there was a lot that I hadn't tried from the brand. So if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep watching. LA Girl is a very affordable brand and I wanted to give them a shot. I love Wet n Wild, I love Essence, I love e.l.f. How does LA Girl stand up to those brands? We're gonna find out today. I'm not sure if they have an eyeshadow primer, but I do have two of the Pro Conceal concealers. I have this one here is called Classic Ivory, and I would just call that it's like running, maybe you need to shake it, a peachier concealer. And then this one here is the light yellow corrector. So I might use both of these on my under eyes today. That applicator gets a little messy. I think I'll use the peach one. I'm just gonna put this on, set it with my Eco Tools brush. Then we'll give that a minute to set and then I'll figure out whether or not I need to set it with powder. For brows, I picked up this Brow Bestie. This is a long-wearing gel. It says it is a two-piece kit. I got mine in the shade Cool Brown. And it comes with this bottle and this spoolie. That spoolie looks huge. Oh, and it looks like a little applicator here. So I'm curious. Oh, there's a little spoolie on the end of this one as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll use this to put them into place, and then maybe I'll take this little brush and get some product on it there, and I'll just outline the bottom like I would normally do with a pencil. That's working. And then maybe I'll take this spoolie, and hopefully there's not too much product on it. I like how small it is. And I'll just start carefully brushing up and over. Starting to look a little messy. So I'm sure you can take the clean spoolie and blend it out. Just trying to clean up where I got a little sloppy. There's nothing on this brush. I'm just wiping. It's not bad. Let me go ahead and do the other one. And I could even like flick up like this if I wanted to with that little brush. Obviously, first impression, just plain. And then I could use that clean spoolie. I might like that style better. The consistency of the product is very thin, which I like. It's not like a thick, goopy product from what I can tell. The claims on this are that it will shape and sculpt brows, smudge-proof all-day wear, and water-resistant. We shall see, but so far, pretty good. Let me check these lids, and they feel very set. Now for eyeshadow, I have two existing in my stash. This is newer to my collection. This is the 4Play palette, very inexpensive, in the shade All Nighter. I have a dedicated video to this one. I also have videos about this one. I've used this multiple times. This is the Keep It Playful eyeshadow palette, and this is in the version Downplay. I think this is the one I'm going to use today. I really enjoy this palette. I just have to be careful because these two shades are very, very soft and a little bit on the thick side. These two shimmers, not so much. I'll use my Refer number 14, and I'm just gonna go into this shade right here, this top middle one, as a transition, just for the crease, and I'll go a little bit above. This is a ColourPop E21, and I'll go into this deeper brown shade. Put this in the outer corner. little bit up into the deepest part of my crease. Same brush, maybe just a touch of black because I can't help myself. And I'm going to try to keep that even tighter. It has been a while since I played with this palette. It's pretty good. I'm going to go back into that rougher that had the transition shade and just sort of mesh those on the edge. I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics crease brush here. And I'm going to go into this peachy shade. I've not used that, and put that on the bottom lash line. And now for the shimmer. Let me see what this one looks like. It's more of a silver, but do you see how chunky that is? It can be a problem, but wow, is it beautiful if you are willing to deal with the mess. Same with this one. This one is a little less goopy, but also very crumbly, very messy, but very beautiful. It's got like sort of black and green shift into it. I'm just gonna keep it simple today, and I'm gonna go into this middle brown shimmer. It's kind of a taupey, almost cool toned shimmer that is beautiful, and I do not have that chunky problem with this one. Go back into that pencil brush with the black and just pull it down a teensy bit on the bottom lash line. There we go. I have this black liner from LA Girl. I will pop up a picture. I'm going to put this on the outer edge of my lid, getting a little bit thicker and then coming in a little bit. And then I'll put it on the top and bottom waterline. Winged it out just a little bit on the edges. And now I'll go into a new product for me, which is the Jetsetter Mascara Lash and Go. Extreme Length and Dramatic Lift. Buildable, smudge-proof, sky-high lift and length, water and flake resistant. Yes, please. Pretty packaging. This is what the wand looks like. And let's give it a try. Feels like a little bit of a wet formula. Here's one coat. I'll go in, do a couple coats, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I can't say I'm in love, but it's not terrible. I have high hopes for it. I think as it ages, it will get better. What it's got going for it is a good amount of separation, a decent amount of length. It's just the volume that I'm finding fault with right now, but I'll keep playing with it. Next we have the LA Girl Tinted Foundation. I have been curious about this. Buildable natural finish. I got mine in the shade Warm Beige. It says hydrating, paraben and fragrance free, lightweight formula. This is what it looks like. Let's see what the consistency looks like. Looks like it is on the thinner side, which I appreciate. Hopefully that shade will match. I'm going to just put a little on my face, and then I'm going to use my StansOut Sponge to blend it in. I don't think I got enough, but I can always add more. Definitely light coverage so far. I'm gonna add another little line there. So definitely light coverage, but very skin-like. I do like the way that it looks on my skin. So far, so good. Let's get some bronzer on. I picked up this one, which I believe is their newest product. This is the LA Girl Velvet Bronzer. It was hard to pick a shade online. Let's hope I did a good job. I picked up the shade Suede. I was looking at the reviews online, and they were saying that this one was the more neutral to cool, and that this one did not have shimmer. Almost has a red undertone. Let's blend this in. This is my BH Cosmetics brush. I'm not sure I love this shade. Forgot about concealer. I'm going to use the yellow Corrector because the Corrector typically is used with a concealer as well. These applicators kind of don't come out the smoothest. I feel like they keep getting chunky. I've already wiped it once. I don't love that. Let me go ahead and use my Eco Tools brush to blend that in, and then we'll go in with the Ivory one on top. The yellow definitely brightens. So we've got some brightening going on. Now I'll go in with this classic Ivory, just kind of peachy. This one is a concealer, but it's just a peachier shade. And I don't want to go too heavy. I feel like I can still see quite a bit of darkness under my eyes. I'm going to try adding just a little bit more and letting it sit there for a minute. While that sits, I'll go into a cream blush that I definitely know and love. This is the LA Girl Soft Matte Cream Blush. This is in the shade Grace. I have had this. I love this. I recommend this. It's got a little squirty tube, and a little bit goes a long way. It is just, it smells good. I mean, look, I didn't even use all that I squirted. So it looks like a little container, but don't let that worry you, because you will have it for a while. You won't blow through it. I mean, that was effortless, so easy. Let's go back to this concealer. Not much. Not sure I'm loving that. For powder, I picked up this LA Girl Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Powder. I got mine in the shade Creamy Natural. Kind of bulky packaging. Comes with a sponge. Well, that's nice, and it's got like air holes underneath to let it breathe, and a mirror. Long-lasting oil control powder, mattifying finish for a radiant look, helps cover blemishes and imperfections, mirror and sponge included. I'm not going to use the sponge. I'm going to use my little Amazon puff. I'll have these linked, super inexpensive. Tap in here really lightly and just tap. This is not necessarily a brightening shade. I just want to set it. Now I'll just set the rest of my face, and so far I think this is looking very nice. I'm just sort of pressing it, and it looks like it's giving me a little more coverage. I'm liking this powder. This is a winner. Just adding some mascara on the bottom. I picked up a Shockwave lip liner, and this is in the shade Sandstorm. I don't believe I've tried this lip liner. I've had the Twist Up lip liner, which is not bad, but I normally prefer a sharpened style for my lips. Went on super creamy. It's a little bit of a lighter shade than I would normally prefer. I just swatched it so that we can wait a few minutes and see how long lasting it is. And then I picked up one of their matte lipsticks. It says Matte Flat Velvet Lipstick, and the shade is Snuggle. This is what it looks like. I like that the color is on the bottom so that you can identify it. And let's go ahead and swatch. Very pretty. It actually reminds me of my Velvet Teddy from MAC. I like it. I'm going to give it a minute to set because it feels like a lipstick right now. It doesn't feel like it's going to dry down matte. It says rich in pigment and blended with shea butter for added moisture. It has a vanilla scent. I don't know about that. Smooth application. Okay. No, I don't smell vanilla. And last, I'm going to put this white liner, the LA Girl Pastel Dream Auto Eyeliner in Marshmallow. This is newer to my collection. I just tried it this month. I'm going to put this on my inner corner. This has been a joy. This is one of the more pigmented white liners that I have found. It's still not as pigmented as my BH, but it's doing a good job. I'm going to go ahead and blot these swatches on my hand, and then first we'll start with the lip liner. And that's not moving. That is very impressive. And then the lipstick, yes, that one is moving on my hand. When I blot, hardly anything is on the tissue, so I like that. I think it will stay well. That is the completed look. What are the standout favorites? Starting with the brow product. It was a little bit different to put on but I think it has potential. I think the brows look nice. This one got a little crazy. This one was much easier. I'm liking it. I'm not sure about this bronzer stick. This shade is just a little odd to me. I feel like it looks like blush. It reminds me of my Essence The Blush, but in a cream formula. This could be a good multitasking product, this Suede shade, that you could just put this on and it could act as a blush leaning into bronzer sort of shade. I am going to continue playing with this because I'm intrigued. I'm just not sure. The foundation, we shall see. It didn't give a lot of coverage, but when paired with this powder, I think the skin looks really good. I have no primer on my face and my skin looks smooth and even. I'm liking the way it looks. What I'm not loving is my under eyes. I don't believe that these concealers are a favorite of mine, which is strange because I know they were everything on the internet a few years back. Everybody was loving these. I'm just not super impressed. Mascara, I need more time. So far, I'm not hating it, and I think that my love will grow for this. Lip liner, absolutely. I just think I need a darker shade. This Sandstone, I'm not sure that it works well for me, but I'll continue playing with it before I decide, and it's so inexpensive, I might just keep this and get another shade. And the lipstick, I think a lot of people would like this. It is not the lightest feeling, like I can feel it on my lips, but it doesn't feel dry, and I have a feeling that the color will last. Overall, I am impressed with what I tried. I think there is a lot of potential here. I will continue playing with this, and it will be in my August favorites and fails, or if I feel like I need more time, I'll push it to September, so make sure that you are subscribed. I would love to have you join me. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. If you hit the notification bell, you'll get a notification every time that I upload. If you had some fun with me today, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and of course, leave me a comment. I love to chat with you in the comment section. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.